Good morning. Welcome back to Yeshivat Shalom Bayit. Reb Chaim, how are you doing? Doing good today?
Yeah.
Baruch Hashem. Very nice. Okay, so we're back in Siman Lamed Bed. Ladies, what?
That's the president.
Yeah. That's good. Now, we said, the ladies, somebody asked me that we should make a special recording for the ladies. Send your husbands away. All my recordings start like that. Ladies, send your husbands away. Go to the yeshiva. Let them learn in the Beit Midrash, not at home. And B'ezrat Hashem will be plenty of Shalom Bayit. Siman Lamed Bet continues in Lamed Dalet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start from there. Shtei otiyot shehen teva achat. So, lo yichtov chus l'shita. So now, let's say if you have two letters which are one word, God, done, right? You have names. Usually names are like this, right? Or et, aleph tav, right? Or yud k sometimes in the Torah. So you have those two letters. That's a formal word.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, "Lo yichtov chutz l'shita." You should not write them outside of the measurement, certain measurements. Okay, not which shita, what, where, and how. Baruch Hashem, I don't know. Anyway, Lamed Hey, otiyot Hashem tzarich shiyu kulam betoch hadaf. V'lo yitzeh mehem klal chutz ladaf. What does that mean? It's like this. You have the letters of Hashem, Yud K and Vav K, right? Tzarich shiyu kulam betoch hadaf. So you have outlined where you're going to have the stripes, and you know where it ends, where it starts. So the rabbi says, make sure Hashem's name never protrudes outside. Never protrudes outside. Meaning, also that now we could understand the previous halacha also. What happens is that if you have aleph tav, let's say the word et, two words, two letters for one word, if it comes to the edge, and you're gonna write aleph on the inside the designated area, and the tav will be outside, will be a problem. He says, right? He says that you should not. So he said, "Shtei otiyot shehem ateva achad lo yichtov chutz l'shita." Oh, sorry, two letters. Good. So what happened was you have the measurement, and now the last word has one word, one letter space between the end, and the next one is et, aleph tav. So you'd say, what's the big deal? Let me save time, and I'll write the aleph tav outside of the boundaries.
So you can write it.
You cannot. You have to go to the next line. Even though you're missing, you're going to lose, looks like a lot more space, still you cannot. Not to save space, you will be prohibited as long as it's what's his name? So sounds like from here, and the next one is, and the next halacha is telling you, if you have Yud, K, Vav will be, and that will be the end of the designated area, and now you want to put the Hey will be outside of the designated area, Hashem's name will be prohibited to do that. Do we understand what we're talking about? Yes or no?
Sort of.
Okay, let's say here. Look at our Mishnah Brura. You see the designated area? You see where the line ends off? Look at the halacha. Look at the end, the left side, under Nun Aleph. You see right under Nun Aleph? You see like a imaginary line, it all ends perfectly?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we're talking about. So what happened was that the Lamed Vav, the Ahat, look at the second line, let's say for instance, the word Ahat ended where Lamed is. You see? You see where the Lamed is?
Mm-hmm.
So now, after Ahat, the Lamed is ends, what would you have? You have a whole letter of empty. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So now that would give you a requirement space. We need a one letter space between the next word. Right? So the rabbi says, what happens is, imagine for a second, the taf on the second line ends where the lamed is. Now you have where the aleph is empty space. So you take the word lamed aleph, here's the two word letter, and you write it outside of the boundaries. That would not be allowed. Okay? Yeah. However, if you have the taf ends where the empty space is, look inside second line. The taf ends where the second empty space is. That means lamed is going to be the empty space, So that means Aleph is going to be, the Lamed is going to take the Aleph space, the Aleph will go to the outside. That would be allowed. Okay? That would be allowed because you're ending, that is not a big problem. Hashem's name, so however, to protrude outside of the boundary, even one letter, it will be Asur. Hashem's name. Okay? צריך שיהיו כולם בתוך הדף ולא יצא מהם כלל חוץ לדף. That's what the halacha is. למד ה'. Okay? סעיף למד ו'. יעשה כל פרשיותיה פתוחות. חוץ מפרשה האחרונה הכתובה בתורה. So all the parashiot have to be פתוחות, open. חוץ מפרשה האחרונה הכתובה בתורה. The last parasha, שהיא והיה עם שמוע שיעשנה סתומה. Now, what is P'tucha Setuma? I have zero idea how does a sofer do that. I know what P'tucha is. Parashat P'tucha means there's a pay, I guess, but we don't write it filling the pay. So I don't know what that means. You know in the Sefer Torah when you follow the Chazan, sometimes after the end of the sentence there's a big letter pay. What does that stand for? You know? P'tucha, Parashat P'tucha, meaning. This is talking now already secrets, foundations over there, the Torah. And sometimes you see a big samach. What is samach? Stuma. So it's parasha p'tucha or parasha stuma. I have zero understanding what it means. I just got to tell you what it means word-wise. It's an open parasha and closed parasha. I don't know what it means, unfortunately. Okay, some important chashurim. So, but I never saw in not in mezuzah in Sefer Torah, and for sure not in Tefillin. I never saw somebody puts in a pay to end off. I don't know what the Maran here really means. That you have to do stuma or ptucha. V'im shena pasul. However, if you changed it, pasul. Maybe there is a different way of rounding it off or ending off the parasha. Maybe I don't know. I'm sorry. Now continue. V'yesh machshirim bekulam ptuchot. However, if you made all of them ptuchot and you didn't do stuba when it's supposed to be, that's still going to be kasher. ומדינות אלו נוהגים אף פרשת והיה עם שמוע בראש השיטה כשאר הפרשיות. Okay, so that's already going into the details of, which again, I'm telling you, I'm mechila, I don't know what, we have to go to Mishnah Brura for this, I guess. I mean, it's kedai to learn what's ptucha chut, okay. Yeah, so let's just do Lamed Vav. You see Lamed Vav in Mishnah Brura?
Yeah.
Okay, on page Nun Aleph. So, Kol HaParashiyot Haya, רוצה לומר, all these parashiyot, to tell, this is what the meaning is. מהתפילין של יד, all the parashiyot of תפילין של יד, which is what? They're written on one cloth. הואיל והן נכתבות בקלף אחד, ושייך בהם פתוחה וסתומה. So, if you have everything on one cloth, you are able to do ptucha and stuma. What is that? The Hainu, the Rabbi explains, שמניח מקום חלף בסוף שיטה, אחרונה של פרשה הראשונה כדי תת אותיות. There's empty space that could fit 9 letters. אותיות, ומתחיל פרשה של אחריה, בראש השיטה, בדף השני. So right away you could live, as long as it leaves 9 spaces or more, you could start on the second, like a second, what's his name? Second designated space. That's what daf over here means. Daf over here means it's designated space. הרי פרשה של אחריה נקרא פתוחה. So right there, you could say that this is called ptucha. As long as the stuma, meaning the one, before again, you're reading the parasha, and then when you end off, there's going to be plenty of space on that line to end off.
Finish the parasha.
Right? That's going to be ptucha, and that's going to be the ptucha also with the ones that's starting. כמו שספר תורה נקראת פרשה המתחלת בראש השיטה, פרשה פתוחה, לכולי עם כשיש רווח כדי תת אותיות. What does פתוחה means? When you have 9 letters opening, that means פתוחה. לפניה בשיטה הקודמת לה, או בסוף שיטה האחרונה, שבדף הקודם. אבל בתפילין של ראש, שהפרשיות נכתבים על דל כתפים, however, so now we already know what stuma means, right? Stuma means when there is no empty space. Mm-hmm. So when there is no empty space, then that's called stuma. But so the Rabbi explains Let's just do just one more thing, and then we'll go back to the halacha. So he said like this. But however, in the Rosh, it's written in 4 different klafim. אין להקפיד בהן בפתוחות וסתומות. There's no difference. You can't start a new parasha. You can't end off one. There's no akpada. There's no need to make sure that there is space when you end off one parasha, because the next one is written bichlal on a different klaf. If it's on one klaf, one long klaf, כמו the yad, over there you have a section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4. So those sections, if you ended off the section 1 that has a little bit 9 spaces, then a section 2 starts, it's called ptucha. Let's say section 3 over there, according to Maran, now we understand. The chutz me'acharona, the acharona, the 3rd section, meaning before the acharona, it's called stuma. Why? Because the 3rd section does not have the 9 letters space. Beautiful. Huh? It's good to learn it.
Yeah.
Very good. Good. Next, okay, so continue back in the page 102. ולכן נהגו שפרשת קדש לי. So we have a custom, the parashat קדש לי. והיה כי ויחד, which is between the 3rd and the 4th, right? ופרשת שמע מתחילים בראש שיטה. So again, we started in the beginning. ובסוף הקדש לי, ובסוף והיה כי ויחד, מניחין חלק כדי לכתוב tet otiyot. So over there you make sure to have the space of 9 letters. ובסוף שמע אין מניחין חלק. However, in the end of Shema, right after the after sounds like there is no space left at all. However, if there is some space left over, you have to know it's less than writing 9 letters. So parashat והיה שמוע מתחילים באמצע שיטה עליונה. Then the Shema im Shema starts in the beginning of the line, the top line. ומניח לפניה חלק כדי לכתוב tet otiyot. And then you leave it before it 9 letters of space. ונמצא ששלושה פרשיות. You'll find from there the 3 פרשיות הן פתוחות. The 3 פרשיות will be open. בין לרמב"ם בין לראש. according to שיטה of Rosh and Rambam. ופרשה האחרונה היא סתומה. So you'll learn that the last parasha in there will be stuma. לדעת הרמב"ם, according to הרמב"ם. Okay, that's how it's explained. למד זין. אור הבתים צריך להיות מאור בהמה, חיה ועוף טהורים, אפילו מנבלה ונבלה או טרפה שלהם. Here it says, the skin of the batim that you're going to make to put a tefillin inside, it has to be from the, what?
Must be from kosher.
Right, מאור בהמה, חיה ועוף טהורים. Look at this, it says that you could make it out of a bird. Which bird?
Ooh.
What bird that has that such power?
Turkey.
Turkey has such a thick skin. No, it has to be some kind of bird that has such a thick skin. It has to be kosher bird. How many birds are not? How many birds are kosher? Who knows how many birds are kosher? All of them.
Very few.
All of them except for 24. I'm talking. You know how many different species of birds there are?
No, a couple.
Thousands. What couple? Thousands.
Yeah. Kosher?
They're all kosher except for 24. The bird is the only thing that has, like fish, we have only the ones that scales and things. The meat, you have hooves and this. Birds does not have an identifier except for one. The Torah tells you which ones are not kosher.
In our tradition, ones that we...
The tradition is different.
Atalef.
Anything that the Torah tells you no, those 24. That's it.
Yeah, there's 24. There's a whole bunch of them that I never even heard of their names. Like, I'm assuming they're probably vultures.
There's thousands of different species of birds, and they're all kosher, except for 24.
Yeah.
Amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. But again, fish gives you a few number. Behema teora, kosher animals, it gives you signs. The bird, no signs. The Torah does not give you a sign. It tells you what? There's 24. It tells you why those 24, because they're wild animals. They're
predators.
They're predators, yes, dolphin. Good.
So the eagle, for sure, out of the question.
Eagle is
I thought about I was like, maybe I have one has skin, but then...
Chicken is a Torah. Chicken is a wild animal.
But you eat it.
Yeah, because we have a masoret. Okay, but really, it's a big question. Yeah, the Gemara says we were not allowed to be...
Rooster?
Yeah, chicken rooster, the same thing. The Torah tells me we're not allowed to eat chicken or rooster unless we had a masorah.
So the turkey's a little bit more not like that.
The turkey is very gentle.
Yeah.
It's the most gentlest bird, I think. Ducks, also ducks, whatever.
Oh yeah, ducks too.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so he says over here you could make it out of a bird. But again, we still didn't get to the discussion which bird you could make. I think it's the phoenix. I think it's talking about the phoenix. You know that.
It's a big bird.
Yeah.
I've heard.
What's a phoenix?
Different understanding. אה?
איזה עוף?
איזה עוף פיניקס? זה עוף גדול כמו החדר הזה כמעט.
באמת?
כן.
אתה ראית?
לא, אומרים. אבל אני לא יודע. That's what the rabbis say, I don't know. It's a kachol, it's chol. His name is chol in Torah. This is the bird that never died. So, if you catch such a bird that never died, good luck. Okay. אפילו מנבלה או טרפה שלהם. We said already before, you're allowed to use any, even if it's not kosher. Let's say you went to the mashchita, the goyish mashchita, when they kill the goyish cows, you take the skin from there, also kosher. For the purpose of tefillin and mezuzah and Torah. ורשאי לעשות מקלף או מאור שליל. I don't know what that is. שליל? מה זה שליל? מה זה שליל? נו, רב חיים?
I don't know.
רש"י, משנה ברורה, שליל זה גם אורו נקרא אור. אבל גם דהו נקרא בשר לעניין טומאה, בכל מקום לא גרע מאור עוף. שליל, זה שלייה, shlim? Whatever comes out of the birth?
I don't know.
Okay, whatever that is. Okay. אגב, והן הרצועות יכול לעשותן מקלף ואור שליל. Okay, some kind of skin or that's called shlil. I don't know. Mufchar. Or the Be'er Tev says, what is shlil? The most chosen one, the most chosen part. I don't know what it is. Okay, continue. וכן הרצועות, we said already. צריך שיהיה מעובד לשמו אחד אפשר. The skin, when you're processing it, it has to be done לשמו, for the purpose of fulfilling the mitzvah of the purpose of whatever, תפילין או מזוזah or ספר תורה. למ"ח, יעשה 4 בתים מאור אחד, so all 4 sections on Rosh have to be done from one skin. לשל ראש.
You can mix.
Right? ובית אחד לשל יד. And also, for the same purpose for one yad. However, that's called what? We call that gasa. What? That's called gasa.
Gasa.
Gasa, no. The rabbi, gasa, no.
Orgas.
Orgas, yeah. I thought that means one. Maybe, okay. למ"ט. תפילין בין של ראש, בין של יד, הלכה למשה מסיני, שיהיו מרובעות בתפרן ובאלכסונן. בתפרן.
Beauty.
Yeah. No, בתפרן is
בתפרן.
yeah, בתפרן. So the section where you're sewing it and the section which is coming out. So again, everything has to be square and precise. Regardless, yeah, the hand or the head, the הלכה למשה סיני has to be square. דהיינו שיהיו רבועים מכוון אורכו כרוחבו כדי שיהיה להם אותו אלכסון. So everything has to be, what does that mean? The square has to be perfection of square. It should be all square. That's what we have in Baruch Hashem. These days, by the way, Chazon Ish did not have what we have today. That was the square by them. It was all around.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, they didn't have that. That was the ability. Today we have Baruch Hashem machines, precision, we have much better. שאמרו חז"ל, כל עמתה בריבוע עמתה ותראה חומשי באלכסונה. Okay, so he gives you all the measurements. צריך לרבע מקום מושבן וגם הבתים. Okay, לרבע מקום מושבן, and you have to make it blown up, the places where you're going to make it. When you're going to slide in the cloth. Okay? all the בתים. אבל על גובה הבתים אין להקפיד אם הוא יותר מרוחבן ואורכן. The The height, there is no הקפדה. Okay. הסעה מרובעות ואחר הזמן נתקלקל ריבוען. So this is the standard business. You made them square and now they're not square anymore. יש מי שאומר שצריך לרבען. Some say you have to chop down and whatever it is to chisel, make it nice and square again. אגב, right? ויעשה כל 4 בתים בשווה.
שלא יהיה אחד גדול מחברו.
Right. So when you make those 4 sections for the Rosh, you have to make sure they're all equal. And not one is bigger than the other. Here we're going to stop. Okay? Thank you very much.